Definitely, I think the healer's journey is centered around the wounded healer. It always has been, right? That's the law, right? It's not that the shaman was the most whole. It's that the shaman was perhaps one of the most broken. And not that the shaman had vanquished their wounds, right? But integrated them, integrated those wounds. And that's where you get things like Rumi saying the wound is what lets the light in, right? That it is the prima materia of the alchemical process of spiritual unfolding, of soulful unfolding, of healing and whole making, is through that wound. That's the prima materia of just like this disease as delusion. I'm not lovable because, I'm not safe because, I am isolated because. And that goes all the way up to this perceived sense of separation that we have because you feel separate from me. That's my experience. And yet that carries its own hurt and burden that emerges in the child, right? But what we understand from our deepest teachings and from science also is that we are nested inside something so much vaster than ourselves. We are a part of humanity and our species. We are a part of Gaia and the entire earth. We are cells within that. And Gaia is a cell within the cosmos. It's not separate from the laws of physics. The laws of physics are what life and consciousness have emerged out of. And so that deep sense of pain and separation that could come back to, because my daddy left me, or because my mummy beat me, or because the kids teased me, or because I was too smart or too rich or too white or too black or too straight or too gay, or whatever the thing was for you, is that by working with that fog, that darkness, that lead, that wound, that delusion, right? Disease as delusion, that dis-ease, that we come to ease when we take that material and see that it was never true. You were always lovable. You were always part of something vast and beautiful. I really push back a lot against the new age kind of rainbows and light story of healing, right? Which disowns the shadow. In the same way that other religions disown the shadow, right? They disown all that stuff. And the new age disowns anger, disowns jealousy, disowns lust, disowns all of those things almost. And so then you get this rigor mortis smile on the spiritually enlightened amongst the new age. It's like, hey, and it's not quite in the eyes. Hey, beautiful, so good to see you. Yeah, just feeling and flowing into the, oh no, oh, you poor, no.